everyone, Dungeon Master 372 coming at you with another video today. Yes, that's right. We are coming at you live from our Dungeoncraft server, and everything seems to be working great. And what that means is, yes, it's that time, guys. Dungeoncraft is now going to be officially up and running for public use. That's right. We have got our setups going as well as can be expected, and everything seems to be working really well. With that being said, we have a new little surprise for you guys. The server itself is being run on mods only, which just means that we are not running any server-side plugins. It's all modulated through Forge Mod Loader, which means that the server should run a lot smoother than most Bukkit plugins or most Bukkit servers that are out there. Mainly because Bukkit plugins have to use a specific set of software called Bukkit to operate, and Bukkit doesn't always work with all the mods that could be added in mod packs and stuff. So since there was that problem, plus since Bukkit has been fully taken down, and has been stripped off the internet, then things are a little bit hard to come by whenever it comes to Bukkit and stuff like that. But me and a few friends have gotten together and started looking around, and we have found mods that kind of do similar, that kind of provide the same functionality that we are looking for from Bukkit plugins. And so we are going to run server-side setup using those mods, which is awesome. Which is awesome because now we can fully operate on our server and get things going on the server as well. One of the first things I wanted to show you was these monitors here. Whenever you first come onto the server, I would hope that you would at least take the time to look over these monitors before you head off to get started somewhere and everything. And once you do, you have a choice. You can go, for those advanced players that are looking for a challenge, if you wanted to, you can start off here in the Deep Dark. You get started in there, you just walk through the portal and everything, and you're good to go. Now, we also have our Myths Mining Age, should you happen to want to go in there first, or we have our Dimensional Mining World as well. Now, if you want to just get started like a normal player, if you wanted to, you can go ahead and go right through here and into the overworld and get started there as well. Now, one thing that isn't currently set up, but should be set up probably sometime later on, which would be starting inventory, which we hope I'm sure that before we open up the server to for public access, I'm sure that we will have that set up for you guys. So without further ado, I think I wanted to go ahead and show off some of these mods that kind of produce some of the similar setups as Bukkit plugins. Now, one Bukkit plugin that is kind of popular is Essentials, and Essentials pretty much give you varying things like /Nick, for instance. As you can see, we have /Nick. Of course, I just reset my nickname, which to do so is just /Nick and then enter. And as you can see, my nickname has been reset. Okay, that's cool. Well, let's go ahead and give myself a nickname. To do so, you just hit /Nick and then whatever you want your nickname to be. So mine's going to be Dunge. As you can see, Dunge is now my nickname, which is awesome. Also, another thing that's added is /color. What does /color do? Well, it gives you a list of colors to use. And let's do /color and dark aqua. Aha! It changes our name color, which is cool. But of course, I want mine to be blue, so we're just gonna do now. Normally, you would be able to do dark blue and black, but those have been blacklisted since they are kind of hard to see, depending on the location and backdrop of the chat. So we've went ahead and disabled those, and those are blacklisted. So only the colors that are listed here whenever you do /color are going to be available to you, which is okay. And another thing that we have, which is a feature that's used by there's a few out there, but the main one that's most popular is Multiverse, which is warp. Now, if you hit /warp and enter, it'll give you a list of warps. The difference between this and Multiverse is that whenever I highlight the name here, I can warp right to that warp point, which is awesome. So I can warp right to the mist stage, or I can warp right to the spawn area, which is right here in this very room. And I'll just go ahead and see, and I've been teleported right to where spawn is, which is cool. Let's see. And my buddy Volp is here. So, with that being said, so I've kind of went over the functionality of some of the mods and some of the things that they offer, which are kind of plug-in like, and I went over our different portals that you can choose to go through and everything. And I hope that this video helps you out getting oriented with our server and stuff like that. Try to make sure that you kind of cover, or at least read over these monitors, because we're not gonna babysit you. We're not gonna make sure that you read anything, because I know that a lot of people have complained about that in the past on the other servers that I played on. But this is just our way of making sure that you all understand our rules and everything. But we're not gonna force you to read them, because if you don't read them, that's your fault. So if you don't read the rules and you break a rule that you weren't aware of, even though we've given you all the tools necessary to read and catch up on all of our rules, that's not on us. That's on you guys. But for the most part, that's the whole thing in a nutshell. I hope you liked the video. I hope it helped you out a lot. Please click like and subscribe. Check out the links in the description below. And as always, guys, have a good one.